What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more MLB plays in today's video. We went 1-1 yesterday. The one miss, we cashed our normal square. The Green Goblin unfortunately missed yesterday, but we're still on a 9-2 run in these YouTube videos. Looking to keep cashing today, and also the DubClub crushed yesterday. We had 2 winners yesterday, an 11.8x taking advantage of that PrizePicks profit boost in the MLB, and a 14x winner as well with the Yankees. 35 to 490 right there. Max Muncy legacy cash at the end of the game there. Had like a 2 or 3 run home run. Then you also have right here the Brewers here. They came through as a $20 max on the PrizePicks promo yesterday for the profit boost. Turned this entry here into 11.8x, which they were able to cash out on. So looking to run it back and just keep cashing with some more winners today. I've got 3 plays for you guys in today's video. If you guys want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. 150 likes on this video, and I will drop a third play for you guys tomorrow also. While you're down and leave a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel also with those notifications on. That way you get in before those lines get bumped to get removed. But again, talking about the DubClub before we get to the free plays, don't miss out. There's a 50% off offer right now, limited time, available in my description. You can also get 60% off the next 3 months as well. Just go down with the link in my description, click on this green banner right here, click on claim, and it will pull up the 2 different offers, 50% off your first month or 60% off in the next 3 months. That is for my best package, by the way. It is my community chat. It gives you access to everything, all of my plays, all sports, community chat, everything. I see a lot of different testimonies right here and some of the winners that we have had. And when you join the DubClub, first thing I recommend you do is connect your Discord to DubClub. That way you get access to all the premium channels over in my Discord. That includes the correlation tab, that includes underdog streaks, that includes my community chat to talk to me and other members, as well as my contributors plays. That comes with Asmi's golf plays, Emo's WNBA plays, Elo with soccer plays, Nerd Alert Esports, Astronaut Doe posting a little bit of everything, and then Nev's Waking Cash KBO plays. He's been cashing guys out. You can see some of the guys from premium winners yesterday. You can see right here like his little testimony right there. You can see we had the Yankees winner right there, 5-70 for him, and then 6 for 45 right there for the Brewers yesterday. So overall, it was a very good day. Looking to run it right back and just keep cashing over in the DubClub. Go get in on these team stacks that I've been posting. It has been insanely profitable for us this year. I got limited because of how much they were winning, so I'm just trying to feed you guys here. But when someone gets limited, that's how you know that when they're actually profitable. You guys can see it on my Twitter. I've been limited to like $25 a day on PrizePicks. There's a couple of workarounds for it, which I don't really want to talk about, but we've definitely been making some coin over in the DubClub. So come join us. The link will be available in my description. Go get in for 50% off of your first month or 60% off of the next 3 months if you join right now with the link over in my description. But with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already, and let's get to these plays. The first play like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category. Going back to our team stacks here, that being Aaron Judge, over 7.5 hitter fantasy score today. He is a Green Goblin, over 1.5 total bases today. Pretty good for us in the fantasy score here. I'd be kind of shocked if he didn't have 8 if he did go over his total bases here, because I expect the Yankees to have a pretty good game. Honestly, his home run's not in a bad spot either. I don't think it's worth it for that. It's like a plus 140 for him to hit a home run today, which is insane. But he has a very, very nice matchup here against Thomas Hatch, who is a relief pitcher, basically, who's going to be starting today. And Judge has been over his fantasy score in 54%, recently returned from injury, as you can kind of see a little bit. But he just has not been super great since coming back off that injury. But I expect the Yankees to have a pretty good game on offense today. If you look at it, they are about a minus 220 favorite at home with a 9-run over-under. They are one of the best expected teams to score a lot of runs on this slate. But in wins this year, Aaron Judge has been, of course, even better, going over in 66% of games, in his last 20, 60% when they have won. Outlier doesn't give us much here on Thomas Hatch, mainly because he's a relief pitcher, but just know that he's going to be a righty. This year, at least in terms of hits against a righty, he's had this same hit right there and over in 73% of games. In wins, though, against a righty, he's actually had a hit in 78% of games. He did go to total bases, too, which, again, is pretty juicy. Like a minus 160, minus 140 for him to go over total bases today. But in wins this year, over 62%. Wins versus righty, also 62%. So I'm not really concerned about him facing a righty. Why would I be? It's the same exact hit rate. Overall, I think he's just in a great spot because of just basically all the odds almost also. 7.5 just feels very low for Aaron Judge, who should be batting in the 3 spot today, which leads me to my next player that I'm going to take today, that being his teammate, being Cody Bellinger, who should be hitting right behind him over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. So he's in a pretty good spot because, if Aaron Judge gets on base with a single, Cody Bellinger comes up and doubles or something, that can just, help both their fantasy scores out a ton. And both these guys actually went over together back on August 9th against Houston. They both went over in that game. So Cody Bellinger here, though, has been over his fantasy score in 49% of games. He's been a lot better as of late. Some of those games being without Aaron Judge, but not really concerning for me. In wins this year, he's been over this line at 56% of games. Wins at home, 66%, so he's been a lot better at home, especially in wins. But anyways, just all wins this year in the last 20 games. He's been over this in 75%. So again, another pretty good looking split right there for Cody Bellinger. But him against righties this year has still been pretty good if you look at it. Over in 73%, but against a righty, 72%. So only drops down just a little bit. Had a little bit of a bad run in this mix here, but so did the Yankees offense as a whole. I mean, you can see they scored like 0 runs, 3 runs, 1 run. This century is completely cooked if they don't score more than 3 runs today. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I'm expecting hopefully, 5 to 6 runs, if not hopefully even more for the Yankees today. Of course, more is ideal. But as long as they're putting up around 5 runs today, like I'm hopefully expecting, I think that Bellinger and Judge should hopefully be a pretty big part in that. So that's why I like Cody Bellinger and Aaron Judge on the over. They are just a massive favorites at home against basically a relief pitcher. They're kind of having like a little bit of a bullpen game, I guess, even though he pitched like 4.1 innings last time he was out. He's usually like a relief pitcher. So I think it's just a really good spot for the Yankees to take advantage of against the Twins today. So it looks just pretty good to me here. They're also at home in Yankee Stadium. Should be pretty good for hitters tonight. Now, before we get to my next play here, if you've not already seen Sleeper Picks, it is, in my opinion, the best pick-em app out there right now. It's available in most states, 18 years and older. They have promos all the time. Right now, I have a $5 protected pick in the MMA, for example, and they could also potentially give you a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. You see all the different popular duos right here. Like you can take Witt and Herrera together over for a 3.7x. But there's also a couple other things you can do to get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. Like maybe you like Carlson's over for fantasy score today. Maybe you like Profar here over runs today. Pays at about a 3.68x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x on PrizePicks. Maybe you like Profar on the under instead, 3.13x over on Sleeper. It's a very, very cool app with promos all the time, like I said. Right now there's a $5 protected pick for the MMA that I have. But usually we get discounts and boosts every day. I'm recording this early in the morning, so that's why there's not any on the board right now. But I'm expecting there to hopefully be some more discounts and boosts on the board later today because they've been doing it, I feel like, every day now for like the past 2 months, it feels like. So they are probably the best app in the game right now in terms of discounts, in my opinion. So go get it right now for Sleeper if you have not already. The link will be available in my description. Use my promo code DOMG when you sign up. I should also mention while we're on the topic that you could actually get a free month of my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. All you have to do is just take a screenshot and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I can send you back a free month of my DubClub. That, of course, includes apps like Sleeper, which I just talked about. So if you sign up for Sleeper, just take a screenshot, send that to my email, and you could get back a free month of my DubClub. Now, getting to my pair for the Yankees today, I'm going to go right back to the guy that came through for us last night in the Brewers Court. This is actually probably my favorite play on the board currently, that being Maikel Garcia, over 6.5 hitter fantasy score today. I have loved Maikel Garcia all season long. If all three are correct, it pays out about 5.75x over on PrizePicks. So pretty good payout right there in my opinion for these two being correlated. I like running these 3-man stacks. It's come through for us multiple times in the last 10 days. I think we've catched 4 of these, it feels like, in the last 10 days in these videos. So we've been up a ton in these free play YouTube videos. But anyways, going back to Maikel Garcia here, he's been over his line at 55% despite his hits, runs, and RBIs also being at 55% hit rate, which is also a minus 210, minus 185, and minus 170 on certain apps today. That is very much in our favor here and some pretty good value in my opinion. Maikel Garcia, though, is on the Royals, who are expected to score the 3rd most on this entire MLB slate, at least from the tool that I've been watching. In wins this year, Maikel Garcia has been over this line in 69% of games. In his last 20, 60%. Overall, though, he's in a pretty good spot based off of the pitching matchup here, who he's going to be facing Mitchell Parker today. Against a lefty this year, he's actually been over this in more games, at least in terms of his hits, runs, and RBIs. Fantasy score also. But you can see here that he has not had a hit in 2 plate appearances. Very small sample size, though, I'm not concerned, because overall, he has a 325 batting average against lefties this year, while Mitchell Parker is a much worse against righties with a 5.81 ERA. Throws the fastball with a little bit of the curveball as well. Garcia has a 361 on-base average, but against the fastball, he's a 351, and the curveball is a 430. So a very good on-base average against both of his top 2 pitches, especially that curveball. So overall, Garcia should be in a great spot tonight. I love the matchup for him against Mitchell Parker. Probably my favorite play on the entire MLB slate so far, especially on PrizePicks. But overall, those are my 3 plays. Aaron Judge over fantasy score, Cody Bellinger over fantasy score, and Maikel Garcia over fantasy score as well. I'm not done yet. A couple other things I want to talk about, but first, again, if you guys have not already joined the DubClub, don't miss out on doing so. It gets all of my plays sent straight to your phone and also access to my Discord. And there's a link for 50% off available in my description or 60% off of the next 3 months. We cashed out yesterday, as you can see, 11.8x and a 14x winner all in the same day yesterday. We are feeling pretty good. We are cashing out. Come join us right now with that link available in my description. I also want to talk about real quick player profit though, because this is a very, very cool concept that is also very new. And I encourage you to at least look into it because it's a really, really cool concept, like I said. Basically, how it works is that you can get access to a $1,000 bankroll to a $100,000 bankroll to play with for a fraction of the price. You can spend $30 and get access to a $1,000 bankroll and where you can keep the profits. All you have to do is just make 20 units before you lose 15 units twice, basically. So there's phase 1 and phase 2 that you have to pass. Once you get to phase 3, you are then funded. You get access to a $1,000 bankroll, and you can withdraw 70% of the profits that you make in that funded phase once you pass the phase 1 and also the phase 2. It's a very, very cool concept. As long as you are actually good at doing this, you can get access to that bankroll potentially. So it's a really, really cool concept. The pro version can actually get you access to live plays, same game parlays, and also instead of the 70% profit share, you can actually get 85%. It's a very, very cool concept. Check it out for yourself. If you do end up signing up for player profit though, use promo code DOMG. It will get you 10% off every single time that you end up getting this. Just really look into it though, because some people are still confused. Like you can't lose 10 units in a single day. So you can play until you lose 15 units, of course, but you just cannot lose 10 units in a single day or you are done with the challenge. So what I've been doing here is posting all my plays over into the Discord. It's a free Discord too, by the way, so even free members can get this. It's the player profit tab here. We just had a sweep yesterday, cashing all 3 of these, and we've been killing it so far. We are now in phase number 2 already. We passed phase 1, and we are already profit in phase number 2. We are up about $700. Right now I have to get to $10,000. So we are, closer to 10% of the way there. And after that, we will be funded. We will get access, or I will personally get access here to a $50,000 bankroll. Very cool concept. You just have to actually be good at this, for example. You don't want to be, really bad at this, buying packages over and over again. But go ahead and check it out for yourself in my description. It starts as low as $30, but if you want access to a $100,000 package, it's like $1,000. But otherwise, you can get like a $10,000 one for $250, for example. And you can even check out the Pro too. It's a little bit more. You can see right there, $150 for the Pro for $5,000, or the normal one is like $125. So it's really up to you. It could be worth it in the long run if you are actually going to get funded. But it's a really cool concept. Check it out for yourself in my description and use promo code DOMG if you go to buy a package. Thank you for watching. I see you for the next video. Best of luck. If you want to submit your $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.